I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nick.
We are Working Class Nerds.
Cue the intro. That's right, we are Working Class Nerds, the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Thursday, August 12th, 2021, and you can find this 117. Wait a minute. You can find this. Nick is an affiliate podcast on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and anywhere you can find this podcast in the galaxy, far, far away. You can also watch me terribly fail at video games Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at twitch.tv/MarcusB814.
And you can watch me play games Monday nights at twitch.tv/NickVern51.
And you can find the both of us on Twitter occasionally. I am at MarcusB814.
And I am at Nick Vern. That's NickVern. And this week's episode, we're talking about The Rising Storm with none other than Kitty. Kitty Kisses is a SWTOR streamer on Twitch and the best guest ever. And welcome to the show, Kitty. And what have you been up to?
Is he officially the... Has he been on the show the most, or does Kogus still hold those reins?
I don't know. I think
Damn you, Kogus!
I think this is at least the third episode with Kitty.
At least. I think he's at 4, because he's been on with me alone.
Oh, that's true, too.
While you're, like, on vacation or like
sick with mono.
Or taking a poop.
I'm going to go on vacation with mono.
Just mix the both.
Yeah, I think it was the combo.
So, Kitty, thank you for coming back. And what have you been up to?
I've been streaming a whole bunch. In fact, I'm very close. I'm less than 100 away from 2,000 followers.
Let's freaking go.
Wow.
I'm very excited. You know what's silly is that when I started streaming, I didn't know dick about anything. And so when I hit 1,000 streamers, I didn't even know it happened. And I'm not trying to be like, I didn't know, I'm so cool.
No, I get it.
I had no idea that was like a milestone or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so I didn't do anything. I just was kind of like, all right, well, cool. We hit 1,000. That's awesome. And then people were, I see other people hitting 1,000 and they're actually doing stuff.
For sure.
And so my community has always said, hey, you need to do a 24-hour stream. You need to do a 24-hour stream. And I'm like, fuck no. I am not going to be awake for 24 hours. I'm 50 fucking years old. And
Nope.
You can kiss my rusty sheriff's badge. I am not going to do that to myself.
Hey, you can fire the cannon at my belly.
That's right.
Because guess what? I ain't doing a 24-hour stream.
No way.
Fire the cannon.
Anyway.
But either way, so what I was going to say is, think about it like this. And it was brought to my attention. Once you hit 1,000 followers, 1,000 people.
That's crazy, right?
Decided to click follow, right?
Mm-hmm.
2,000. Just think about that number. And I wonder what the analytics are of how many people on Twitch actually have 2,000 followers.
I think it scares me. I think it intimidates me. Maybe that's why I keep it in the back of my head. Because as soon as you said consider 2,000 followers, I went, that's a lot of people.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Maybe I am a little scared of it, but that's a lot. But I've decided that I'm actually going to do a 12-hour stream.
So have you ever done a 12-hour stream?
No. I usually do around 8 hours, though.
So if I can give you just the best advice ever, because
Please do.
Talk to Kogus and talk to Chimeri about it. Because both of them gave me vital
Advice.
Thank you.
Tips and tricks.
Yeah, like Kogus is you set a timer for 2 hours and you stand up and you go like take a leak and eat a snack was probably the best advice ever.
That's great. That's good. I like
Chimeri said, make sure you're drinking a ton of water. Like,
Done.
And as soon as your bottle is empty, go refill that shit. Like, no matter what you're doing, go do it. And the other thing that Chimeri gave me as advice was split up your time and set a schedule. Don't fly by the seat of your pants because, you can get tired, you can get lethargic, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, if you have a schedule, you can do it. Like, I mean, you do what you got to do. But my advice would be talk to Chimeri, Kogus. Those are the two that really helped me in mine. But like, a lot of other people who stream and that have done a 12-hour. But that's awesome. And do you really want my cheat code?
I do. I want any kind of advice. Don't
go past midnight.
Oh, I'm not gonna. No.
Yeah,
I'm not going. I am in bed, by 8, asleep by 8:30 on a regular basis. So, and that's late. If I see 9 o'clock on my clock, I'm like, oh my God, what am I, 30?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking I'm going to start at, I don't know, I might do like 8 to 8 or 7 to 7
or 9 to 9.
9 to 9. I might
9
be
to
able
9
to pull that
nice.
off. Yeah, 9 to 9 would probably work, right?
Because you can like kind of sleep in a little bit, and then you're still done like at a reasonable hour.
Yeah, my body is such an asshole when it comes to sleeping in. Whenever I can and like I need to, it's like, no. We're getting up at 4 o'clock today.
Well, in my opinion, if that's the case, if you're getting up at 4 or 5 in the morning, then absolutely. Wow, that was a great rip.
Did somebody fart?
Yeah,
I sure
Nick
did.
Good one.
He fired his cannon.
I did.
That's weird that farts came out of it. Is that a ghost load?
Yeah, I guess. You could call it that.
So
blank.
Well, I say play to your strengths then. Don't you agree, Nick? Like if you're up at 4 a.m., start streaming at 6. Go 6 to 6.
Or whatever time, 5:30.
Or like you said, or like whatever your normal routine is, then start just a couple hours early. See, for me, it's nearly impossible for me like to start in the morning.
Yeah.
So like I have to start at, 2 or 3 o'clock, but the next time I do a 12-hour, which won't be for a very long time.
Yeah.
I'll start at noon and go noon to midnight.
Did you have a gaming or a streaming hangover from that?
Absolutely, dude.
Like you didn't want to stream for a while?
No, actually, you know what actually happened? It hurt my eyes.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think of that.
Like literally the next 3 streams, like I was squinting looking at the screen. Like I bought the yellow gunner glasses just for like after the stream because my eye hurt. My eyes like were sore from staring at the screen. But like I screwed up. Like I stuck to my schedule of like, I think Kogus was like, you stream for 2 hours and take a break. And I did that. Like I might go like 2.5. Like I think 2.5 for me was the magic number.
Yeah.
But towards the end, when I was like 4 hours away, I sat at the computer and I did not get up. And I think that's where I got fatigued.
Yeah.
Because you don't like for me, I didn't even realize how exhausting it is, but it's freaking exhausting.
Yeah. To be on for 12 hours.
Like,
yeah.
Kitty,
it's crazy.
What's your normal length of stream?
I go anywhere from 6 to 8 on average.
And how tired are you at the end?
You stream for 6 to 8 hours?
Every day.
Oh my God, you're an animal.
7 days a week.
I know.
No, a couple days a week, I only go for like 3 or 4.
Okay.
But
go ahead.
Oh, I forgot. What were you saying?
Right. I was saying, at the end of your 6 to 8 hours, are you exhausted?
No. Well, yeah. What happens is I get hungry. And so I am whenever I raid someone, I am so fucking hungry by the time I'm done streaming because I've been going for 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
And sometimes I forget to eat breakfast. So I am really, really hungry by the time I'm done, but I'm
Sure.
not necessarily tired.
So do me a favor this weekend. Go to when you're like out and you take your electronic bike and you go to the store. Do me a favor, okay?
Yeah.
If you like beef jerky,
It's all right.
what is your go-to like energetic snack?
Like a banana or
Like trail
an
mix?
apple. Wait, no, cashews.
Okay. Get some cashews and snack on them like halfway through one of your next streams. Take a 5-minute break and eat something. Or 10-minute break. Just stop
Okay.
for 10 minutes. Say, be right back. I'm going to eat some lunch. And then come back and tell me how the rest of your stream felt at the end.
Interesting. Okay.
But instead of starving yourself at the computer,
Eat a
eat
little
something in the middle. Because if you're streaming for 6 to 8 hours, nobody's going to go anywhere if you
Well,
take a break.
Well, sometimes because I drink so much water, I have to go pee every 45 minutes, half hour. So I get up and I usually have like a couple cashews or like I'll finish off a banana. So it's not like I'm fasting the entire time. I'll have like a little tiny snack.
I'm saying like eat something. Instead of eating a piece of a banana, eat a whole one. Or eat an apple, but like take 5 minutes to yourself and just wolf it down and then come back and tell me how you felt afterwards. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like give your body an opportunity to like, oh shit, like I'm eating like my body's eating something. All right.
Ooh.
Energy. You know what I mean? And tell me how you feel at the end, because that was pretty much the best advice I got. I mean,
right.
I bought trail mix. I bought what are those bars?
Cliff bars?
Yes. I bought Cliff
Oh,
bars.
those are good.
Yeah.
I bought Cliff bars, trail mix, and jerky. And like I didn't eat anything else throughout the stream, and I felt fantastic.
Awesome. So you had snacks like you were going camping and hiking.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And it sat on the ottoman like 6 feet away. I would take my little break, and I didn't want to stop for 15 minutes because I was like, that's cheese dick, right? So I did like 5 to 10.
That's so true.
You know what I mean?
Totally get that.
But I will say, it's definitely a cool thing to do it and then finish, because the other thing is once you announce when it's going to be, and once you hit your 2K and then say, okay, 2 weeks from now on this day, I'm going to do my 12-hour, you're going to have people in your stream who are going to hang out with you for 12 hours.
That's great. I can't wait.
Like I had a couple, and it was so wild that these people hung out with me for 12 hours straight. So it's almost like you got your team with you or your entourage.
Right.
It's awesome because like when you get tired, they're like, come on, let's go.
Right.
Fire the cannon.
Fire the cannon.
Fire the cannon.
Shoot
Let's
me
go.
in the face with the cannon.
But that's exciting.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Hitting that many, that's pretty cool, man.
Hell yeah.
And I'm just
happy.
going to say,
Yeah.
fuck 24-hour streams.
Yeah,
not
24-hour streams.
A chance. And how
No
somebody told
way.
me once, like, it's a streamer milestone you have to do. I'm like, dude, come work my schedule with me. Come hang out with my kids, and then come stream with me, and then tell me you're going to do a 24-hour stream.
No, not going to happen.
The only way that would be possible at all is I'd have to take like 2 days off, a day, like obviously the day before off, and then like 2 or 3 days after, make sure. But I'd be shot. And there's no way I could do that without drugs, full disclosure.
Some trucker speed.
I would need some amphetamines for sure.
Yeah.
There's no way I would be able to be unless like after the 12 hours, maybe hour like 16 to 24, I would just be like the keyboard, like
Actually,
barely alive.
So I will say this. I do agree. But once you're at the level of like Kitty's community or Kogus's or Chimeries, you're going to see it like a pouring in of people, and the chat keeps you alive. Like, when you're like the chat knows, and then somebody fucking brings hype,
And they're like,
and you're like,
"Ding!"
holy shit,
Here's
what
some
just
bits.
happened? Oh my god, the kitty just farted. Fire the cannon. I'm awake.
Right.
That's great. Yeah, I have ideas for what I mean. I'm definitely going to be gaming, but there's going to be times where, of course, I'm going to be doing giveaways, and then I'm going to be doing some other activities that are going to be super fun.
Sweet.
I went and dug up some. Do you guys ever remember Sassy Magazine? Probably not.
Sassy. I'm going to Google it right now, though.
They
I don't
used
know.
to have, it's basically Cosmo for teenagers
Okay.
back in the early 90s. And they would have these questionnaires. And I went and dug some up, and I'm going to do questionnaires with chat.
How to flirt like an animal.
Exactly.
We're harrowing game show audition. More punk rock than you.
Exactly. I'm going to be doing some of those.
Wait a minute. Wait. Quiz. Are you obsessive compulsive?
Yep.
Oh my
See?
God.
Those are
This is-
awesome, aren't they?
Yeah. First issue was 1988. Last issue was 1996. That's perfect.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing some of those, and maybe do some Mad Libs and that kind of stuff.
Perfect.
That's so much fun.
Yeah. It's
And-
going to be
and-
super fun.
Yeah. Awesome. Anything else you've been doing?
Yes. So I think I told you guys I bought a very expensive AC, and we named it the Monolith because it's really tall. And I plugged it in, and it kept my breakers kept going off, and I realized I can't use it. And so I had to resort back to my old AC, which I have on right now,
Yeah.
but it does not do the job. And so I've been trying to think of ideas so I'm not dying while I'm up here streaming, because it gets up in the hundreds up in my room.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so I came up with the idea this morning that I am going to make a gaming fort. And so what I did is, this is my theory. This is the hypothesis that I put in my head. I
Okay.
went, okay, so that AC unit is incapable of cooling my room. So I decided to make my room half the size, so that the AC would, in theory, be able to handle, that size of a room. So I went
Okay.
and got all my blankets. And
Oh my
I,
Okay.
I
I'm
tacked
gonna say-
them to the ceiling and made a division in my room.
Oh my God.
And it works.
Wow.
So here's another question: is do you have like a oscillating fan in front of your AC?
I have one pointed at my face right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is off the AC, like blowing around your room.
I have another fan that's sitting in front of the AC, blowing the cold air towards me.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. I'm an airbender.
I can tell.
Well, it's so funny to me because you watch the news and they're like, it's going to be hot. And I'm like, it's fucking summer.
Yeah.
Of course it's going to be hot.
Right.
Because guess what? When it's winter, it's going to be negative
cold.
3. No shit.
Right.
But
This
is the problem, is that I've always been like a fan of the heat. My body loves the heat. I sleep great in the heat, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, like a year ago, my body changed, and now it's like, fuck the heat. Like, I get grumpy, I get uncomfortable, and I think that's just because I'm getting older. Also, I think that, spoiler alert, the temperatures are rising.
Yes.
And this is going to be a continuing thing. That's why I didn't sell my my new AC. I'm going to figure some shit out. But
do you have a 100 amp service at your house?
I don't know. My house was built in 1915.
Yeah, but you've upgraded your electrical since then.
look, we got one mule in the backyard. He runs around in circles, makes that's our only power source.
I just hope you don't have like cloth wire still.
No.
Knob and tube.
No, it's knob and tube. No, they're real breakers. They're not.
So that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but whatever. I'm going to figure it out. This works right now, though. I mean, it's hot up here, but the cat is super stoked. He was afraid of the AC last year when he was a kitten. And now he's just like, all right, this shit's awesome. And he's sitting right in front of it.
I don't blame him.
So the cat's nice and cool to the touch.
He's a cool cat, if you will.
He's a cool cat, if you will. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. And life's fucking amazing. I'm happier than I've ever been in my lifetime. I'm just stoked. Yeah.
That's great to hear.
Life's fucking great.
I
got an e-bike.
Yeah. Also, sidebar, how's your knee?
It's a lot better, but
not perfect.
No, it's getting there. The problem is I do have an electric bike which has pedal assist, and that was so that I could get around without, really fucking my knee up because I'm not getting a car.
Okay.
And
fair enough.
However, I've been keeping the electric pedal assist kind of at its lowest setting or off. And then my knee started hurting again. I'm like, God damn it. So
I do need this. Yeah.
I do need this. But yeah, life's great. What about you guys?
Nick, you got some big news.
To answer your first question, I'm super happy. I am like the happiest I've been in quite a while.
Isn't it awesome? It feels good, right?
It feels great. I'm just like, I feel like now is the best time to do like psychedelic drugs or something because I'm not going to freak out.
Have you done that before?
I have not.
Okay. Do mushrooms.
Yes.
And do a very small amount.
That was precisely my plan if I were ever to do that.
Maybe take some stems first before you eat any of the caps.
Yep. That sounds about right.
Sweet.
That is indeed the advice I had received. I have no plans for that. I'm just saying. I'm describing how good my mood has been in the past 3 months.
I was just going to tell you to eat the whole bag.
See, that's the Marcus. That's the Marcus's move.
I think everybody should try mushrooms, even in a small amount. Just
dip the toe.
Give it a little shot because it. I think that's one of the. I think that's one of the reasons that humans kind of became what we are now.
The stoned ape theory?
The stoned ape theory, right. Because it will make so much more sense when you have had that experience.
Right. That makes sense. So in Nick news, I made affiliate this week.
Burr, 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 burr.
I should say we made affiliate Nerds Community because we did it together. I could not have done that without all of you in the Nerds Community, without Marcus, obviously, without Chimeri, without 8-Tracks, without Rube, Rayu, everybody, Kitty, all the above. The whole Nerds Community came together, gave me a giant help. Tabs. I'm missing a bunch of people.
It's really hard to name all the names. What about Gronkin87?
Oh yeah, about Gronk. Yeah, that's Gronkin87, aka Billy Bob.
But dude, making affiliate is a huge step.
Yeah,
because it takes the pressure off because it's like that goal and the next goal is so far away that you can almost just go.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly how it felt.
And now you can push however hard you want to push, or you don't push hard.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just do you.
You hit the checkpoint.
Exactly.
And now it's like, I can just exhale. There's no no super stress about oh my God, am I going to have the 3 viewers? Am I not? And thankfully I did it pretty quickly. I didn't, within a week or two essentially, but of actually okay, now I'm streaming. Here we go. Pushing for affiliate. Go.
The nice part, and that's really where I would say the nerds really stepped it up.
Yeah.
Because you would make the announcement and people were there.
I know. It was great.
That's
I would make the
awesome.
announcement. I'd hit the stream start, and there's already 3 people in there. And
Yay!
then by the time I start, I put up the stream starting soon, and then by the time I'm rocking and rolling, it's 5-6 people, which is perfect.
And now you don't even have to worry about it anymore.
Right. I can just play my games, and it is what it is.
What
It's
game are
awesome.
you playing? Oh, Fallout New Vegas?
No, so
Nope.
you bought me on the show last week. You bought Horizon Zero Dawn because you were like, I hate Fallout New Vegas. I'm not watching you play that for another Monday.
It was awful. Like I want to support you, but I can't support the game you're playing. It's got to go.
So it did. So last week I started Horizon Zero Dawn for the first time ever,
Which is amazing.
it is amazing. The gameplay is really cool. It's a lot of like stealth and hunting to combat the enemies, but it's not just the bow and arrow mechanic. There's other weapons you can get as well. There's varied enemy types. You get like this cool scanner thing, like from Dragon Ball Z, that like lets you analyze all the enemies.
Analyze.
Yeah, see which one's power levels over 9,000, and It's cool. Come check it out on Monday nights, 8:30 to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time.
8:30 to 10:30. Let me write it down.
That's
Sure.
5:30
to
7:30 your time.
Yeah, every Monday night I'll be playing Horizon Zero Dawn. So last week I got through. I played 2 hours. So I got through the tutorial.
I was just gonna say that, yeah.
and
what,
a little
can I
bit of
just
the
make
first
a
level.
little spoiler of it?
Yeah.
What I like about this game is your tutorial. It's almost like Zelda in a way, like where you're on the plateau
Yeah,
in Breath of the Wild. But in this game, you're like little kid.
you're literally the kid version of you, and then it time jumps to you as an adult.
Right. And that's when the game actually starts.
Right. But it's cool. I got went through a few enemies. I found some enemies that I was not ready for yet at the end of the stream. Like that area, it was a side quest that I tried to do, and I got murked like 4 times. I think it was Marabella that's in the stream. She's like, "Yeah, you're missing something clearly."
Yeah, and that's what's cool about it, because so I looked it up afterwards. It's a complete open world game.
Yeah.
So like you can go anywhere you want. You're just
So-
going to go into an area that has enemies that are way too fucking hard.
Yeah, that's what happened. It was like a 2-hit death.
Wow, I'm looking at pictures right now. It's beautiful.
It's really beautiful, and of course, it came out for the PS4 way back in the day, but now coming out for PC, I just set all the settings to Super Mega Ultra, and it's gorgeous.
Wow, that looks really cool.
It is cool. It's interesting because the story, like you play as these people who are like almost like a Viking type culture, with lots of hunter-gatherer-y things, but then somehow it's almost like post-apocalyptic because there's these futuristic machines, and a lot of the machinery stuff is underground, and then the machine animals are above ground where you are. But like you talk about it like it's way in the past, and like, oh, we don't go down there. That's a different society. It's like forbidden, And then this society you're in now is way in the future, but there's no technology to it. It's like, using bows and arrows and starting fire with rocks and flint and stuff and wooden houses. But it's interesting. It's cool. I can't wait to like get more into the story. But
So what I personally like the most is I like how the grass moves. Have you ever played the newer version Tomb Raider games?
I've seen them. I haven't played
Okay. They're gorgeous, right?
Yeah, they are.
Horizon Zero Dawn, like when Nick was crouched in the long grass and he pulled out his cannon to shoot the robot dogs.
Yeah.
Like the grass like fluttered around his arm as he was pulling out the cannon bow.
Wow.
It's really cool. Everything's like really beautifully animated and lit, and the graphics are unbelievable. It's one of the prettiest games I've ever seen, I think. Anywho, also in real life news, some cool stuff at work. I got to observe a vertebral fusion surgery, meaning like somebody's disc in their back is blown out, and they put some screws in the 2 vertebrae above and below it and fuse them together, so they don't smush no more.
How long did it take?
Like an hour and a half.
Really?
It was really quick.
Wow.
So easy peasy, in and out.
So now you know how to do it. Can you hook me up?
Yeah, I gotcha. We'll just
Sweet.
go down to the garage.
Awesome.
I'll just have you.
I got a new Dremel.
I'll just have you bite on a stick. You'll be fine.
Awesome.
No
Thank
anesthesia
you.
required.
Oh, you won.
But no, so what they do, without getting too graphic, I suppose, but obviously screws in the vertebrae, then the disc part, they poke a hole in it, they take the middle part out, and then they put an implant in there that like helps it move better, keeps it spaced out. Marcus is gagging, but the spacer that they put in there is a new product that they're researching, so that's why I was observing the surgery.
What is it made of?
Some kind of like titanium, something that like the
so
body
it's
doesn't
metal.
reject. It's metal, yeah.
Oh wait, is that metal the same thing the cannons are made from?
They can be. Only the best.
The battery operated ones.
Right. Only the battery operated ones. You got to get a real fancy one, though. I think they used to make cannons out of that like way back in the day, but now they're made out of like iron and things, you know.
Pro tip for cannons with the batteries: don't leave them out because your friends will see them.
Yes.
And touch them and ask you what these are, and then you have to explain that it's not yours. Well, it is kind of yours, but it's also it's
not
ours.
Right. Yeah. And it's not, in fact, a lightsaber. That is a cannon. But anywho, speaking of Star Wars things, Marcus, how's it going? And what have you been up to?
Lots of sleep.
Great. Wow, great.
So I haven't played Destiny 2 in 2 weeks or a week and a half.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I love it. I hit a wall. So I was talking about it, like how I had like three hell weeks of work. And as much as like I'm not in hell week, I feel like it hasn't stopped. Like the past three nights, I've gotten home at like 7:30 at night. I give my kids a kiss, and then I got to stream at 8:15, like essentially take a shower and be in front of the computer. And I've been exhausted. So this past weekend, like I slept. Like one night, I put my daughter to bed, and I just hooked a hard right U-turn into my bedroom because my bedroom's right next to hers.
Yeah.
And I got in bed at 8 o'clock at night.
Nice.
Right? I turned on the TV, and I was like, I don't even want to fucking watch TV. So I went to Twitch. I watched one or two streamers for like 5 minutes each, and I was like, that's a hard no.
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to start to look at like computer parts, details to come in a minute.
Ooh.
And well, it's not on purpose, but what I'm saying is and then I was just like, I don't want to be up anymore. And I slept from like 8:40, 8:45, maybe 9 o'clock. I didn't wake up the next day until 7:15, and like I usually start work at 7:30, like out cold.
Wow.
My body was like, that's a hard no. My kids came in, my dogs tried to wake me up. That was a hard no. I was just out.
That's great.
And that was Sunday. And then Monday I usually raid, but I had some things going on, so I didn't raid in Destiny, and I went to bed fucking early as shit that night. On Tuesday, I haven't felt that good on a Tuesday morning. I can't even tell you how long. Like 2 awesome nights of sleep. I was like, holy shit, my body isn't sore. My mind isn't fucking cloudy.
Right.
And it was really good for me. But then Tuesday and Wednesday I stream, but I've made a like pact to myself, like 11:30 is my cutoff. Like no matter what I'm doing after stream, 11:30, it's a hard see you later. Even if I'm in mid sentence, oh shit, it's 11:30, gotta go click.
Yeah, you gotta
just
do that.
Like I gotta do it because like I found myself going to bed at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And it's been tough.
It's a disaster.
Oh, I'll tell you, last week. So it was Saturday night. It was, I don't know. I finally went to bed at like 12:30 or 1.
Yeah.
Right. And I went upstairs and there was white chocolate macadamia nut cookies.
What?
Yeah, exactly. And I walked up there to shut off the kitchen light and I was like, whoa, those cookies. Where did those come from? Oh, Costco. Interesting. So what did I do? I grabbed fucking 3 of them, poured a glass of milk, and went and sat on the couch and went on fucking YouTube and watched a YouTube video at 12:30 at night, ate 3 cookies, pounded the glass of milk, was like, Well, that was fucking fantastic. Went to bed, didn't brush my teeth. I woke up the next morning. I was like, white macadamia nuts. All right. And I felt like such a fat fuck for doing that. But it was like, you ever have those moments where you're just like, that was fucking great. And I just sat on the couch and I watched this. Well,
It was New Rockstars, probably.
yes, it was. So I'm almost done with the New Rockstars breakdown of WandaVision.
What a great channel.
It's my
Dude,
favorite. YouTube
listen,
They
channel.
are so fucking on it.
So I am telling everybody, it's official. This weekend, check your Discords because I have a free 6 months of YouTube Premium sitting in my Discord. I am accepting that, and then I'm going to pay for YouTube Premium so I can shut the screen off and just listen to whatever it is that's playing. A, and B, no more fucking ads. Ads are the worst thing ever. And they trick you because you'll start something and it's usually an ad for 10 seconds in the beginning.
Right.
But now these fucking ads are getting you because they're
midway
going
through.
2 minutes in. So you're grooving to some music and all of a sudden, do you like Evitro?
It's called Mud.
Yeah, exactly. Mud.
It fires your cannon.
Yes. And, but New Rockstars, if Disney put fucking 5% of what Marvel Studios does to Marvel shows, movies, everything into Star Wars would be a hit. The shit that New Rockstars finds in these episodes of everything
Of WandaVision and Loki.
mind boggled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount of depth there is.
Yes.
I think I might have said this before on the show, but I said it to Marcus for sure. I would watch Loki, and then the next day on my lunch break at work, I'd watch the New Rockstars breakdown of that episode, and it was almost like I could watch 2 episodes worth of content because there's so much stuff you don't see.
Actually,
so true.
Yeah, so the Halloween episode of WandaVision,
Yeah.
after I watched the New Rockstars, I actually watched that episode
Yeah.
because so much happened. And then after you look at that breakdown, because once you watch the show once, you can focus on the little
side
details.
Yeah.
Because when you're first watching, you're like, ooh, this is new. Ooh, this is new. Ooh, this is new.
Yeah, you're just looking for the big plot points.
Correct.
Yeah.
And when I went back, I was like, wow, this shit is just in plain sight. But you don't see it because you're watching it for the first time.
Right.
It was wild.
It's cool.
Anyway, so sleeping a lot, no Destiny. I suck, I know. But in SWOTOR stuff, I finally have seen Kephis come down in Nightmare Explosive Conflict.
Wow.
Oh,
That is the
geez.
first time, and I've been progging this fight off and on for a year or more. We would do it, the team would collapse, I would have to do some hard modes or whatever it was. Every team that I've come back to, we've gotten to this fight and the team has quit.
Yeah.
And there's let's say 6 minutes of fight before you actually see the boss come down.
Okay.
And last night, the boss came down for the first time and we all died. But the boss came down. It was such a good feeling. And I'm letting everybody know when I beat Kephis, and I'm saying I in the most selfish way possible because I've been working so hard to get a Nightmare op clear, that 2,400 cartel coin giveaway
Whoa.
Nice.
with 2 30-day subcodes.
Whoa.
Nice.
One winner
To rule them all.
for all of that. I've been saving those coins for that moment.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm going to probably cry.
I buy it.
It's like when I took second place in that last paintball tournament I played. I was like, fuck. I played the best I ever played, and it was emotional as shit because I knew it was over and I was retiring. But with that said, it's going to be the same thing with this Nightmare Up.
Right.
Anyways, shout out to the stream. I have 842 followers. Let's freaking go. Road to 1K. Road to that 1K 6-hour pink short stream.
I love it.
All right. In SWTOR news, I don't think there's any, but as I announced on Saturday night,
Yep.
Working Class News Big news. Big news.
Breaking
Big
news.
Breaking news. This just in. We have been told that we will be announcing and breaking down the general overview of the new operation and the first boss reveal for the R4 operation coming in 7.0. The date is to be determined still. We will be having BioWare developers on my stream channel, and it will be a live Working Class Nerds. You guys have asked for it. We're giving it to you.
Yes, indeed.
And we will be breaking down the new operation with all of you live streamed with the devs.
That's awesome, Marcus.
Yes, indeed.
That's amazing.
Yes, we can't wait. I'm super thankful. Nick is super excited. Like,
hell yeah.
I'm
pumped.
Yes. And we don't have all the details yet, but we know that we're going to discuss a whole operation as a whole. Where I'm really intrigued to talk about is I want to talk about the setting of this operation.
Right.
Like the world building, like what is the feel of this operation? Like, because I know like the last one we broke down Red,
right.
We talked about the first boss reveal and we talked about the overview of that operation, which I think we got like a wicked cool explanation of like Jurassic Park. Yeah. Like I'm really intrigued because I don't know anything about this. All I know is it's on some space station. But is the space station shaped like Nick's head, or does it look like the Death Star, or does it look like a Star Forge? Well, you're not lying. So
it could look like a cannon, also.
Yes, a cannon. But either way, that's the big news. More details to follow. But Working Class Nerds will be live for that episode. It'll be
that's so awesome.
So what we're probably going to do is we'll probably go live, hang out for 20 minutes or so. Then on the back end, we will get everything set up with the devs, and then we'll go live for the interview. And then afterwards, we'll break that shit all down and do like the rest of the regular episode. And then we'll,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, but that's the big news.
Woo woo.
That is so awesome. When is it going to be again?
We don't know.
We're not
sure. Okay.
Yeah, eventually.
Well, yeah, exactly. So right now I'm guessing with all that they're doing with the PTS and everything else, we're basically going to be on standby. They're going to give us a few dates to pick from, and Nick and I'll just stop and we'll plan out that day, and then we'll all be promoting it, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Because it's going to be like, this is going to be the content drop. I don't know if there's, I don't know. It's going to be the first discussion about the operation, live. So yeah, it's going to be pretty freaking exciting.
That's awesome. Hey, in AIE news, Tuesdays are our mandatory fun night where the fun is mandatory, but attendance is not. That runs from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we switch back and forth from the Imperial and from the Imp side to the pub side.
Did you really just say it? Let me start over. Tuesdays are our mandatory fun night where the fun is mandatory, but attendance is not.
Yeah.
It's from 9 to 11 p.m. and we switch from the Imp side, which is the best side, Nick, and the Sunshine. And unfortunately, we have to go to the Sunshine and Rainbows where they don't kill enemies. They befriend them on the Republic side.
See, that's your thing.
See, isn't
you
that
chime
better?
in.
Isn't that better?
I threw to you. I went back to you.
Oh, you threw me the hut ball, but I completely missed it.
Yeah, just dinked off your forehead.
And hit me in the cannon.
Back to you, Marcus.
Right. It's like, back to you in the studio, Marcus.
Well, I can't do that.
Well, anyways, Fridays are the place to be in AIE. The first Friday of every month we play. We run through some master mode flashpoints, which are the hardest variety of flashpoint. That is a 45 minutes to an hour flavor of group content in Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's pretty awesome. The second Friday of every month,
which is this Friday.
Nope, sorry. Friday. I almost prematurely fired the cannon there. It is hard mode training, where it's the medium difficulty operations. Hard mode is Anyways,
So
that's tomorrow, mind you.
tomorrow, and if you're listening to this, it's probably today,
Right.
which is August 13th. So I run the hard mode training ops, and my favorite operation in the game is Gods from the Machine, and I'm taking the hard mode team into Tithe, and we are going to die all night, and I'm going to love every single minute of it, because like we've done some hard modes and we've won some fights, but this is like a new level of difficulty, and it's going to be awesome to watch us all perish that many times. Perish.
Yep, Kitty did it way better. So the third Friday of every month is achievement hunting. That's datacrons, that's world bosses, that's once in a while some wing
Cannons.
Yes. Oh, the echo effect. I got to get that for my stream. It's all kinds of fun stuff. You go hunt for the achievements, hunt for Carmen San Diego, all the above. So, Marcus, what happens on the fourth Friday of every month again? How many Fridays is that?
4, and that's
Wait,
so
how many Fridays?
it's 4 Fridays,
Do you know what that sounds like?
and we have a lot of fun,
Yeah.
and it's a really good event. It's called
It's Mega, the monthly Epic Guild activity. It's all 4 Fridays in one. It's Friday, 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 and it's Mega.
where we'll sell you the
Whole
whole
seat,
seat, but you only need the edge.
Only need the edge.
Oh, where did that come from?
He's got a megaphone, dude.
A megaphone.
A megaphone for mega.
We just blew out somebody's eardrums for sure.
Yeah. So the best part, so whenever there's a dad joke in Kitty's stream, he pulls out the megaphone. He's like, "Attention, dad joke in stream. Please beware."
Like, get out, no running in the pool.
That's right.
Exactly. So if all this sounds
Warning, dad joke in chat. Warning, dad joke in chat.
So if all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org, get the Discord info, and ask for a guild invite. Whether or not you play Star Wars The Old Republic, Horizon Zero Dawn, or any of the other games, or how about this? You just want to come chat and hang out with some awesome people? We would love to have you. And I don't even have to ask this question, but it's automatic. Nick, is it bathroom time?
It sure is. So we'll be right back.
Jeez, Nick, hurry up. We're trying to finish this podcast.
And we're back. So, quick disclaimer for the rest of this episode. We had some storms come through in Western Mass, and we lost both of our power and our internet. So, we lost our connection to Kitty and could not continue this episode.
And
but
it came back, but like 10 minutes later, you guys know Kitty likes to sleep. So he was already sleeping by the time we all came back. So in the coming weeks, we're going to get him to come back on the show, which you know we love to have him on the show.
of course.
And we'll break this wonderful book down because honestly, I really want to hear Marcion Rowe's voice.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of
Working Class Nerds.